So just last week, New Balance has dropped 3 new colorways for the 1906 range, for which I already dropped a review shortly after, and in today's video we're gonna have a look at the second colorway, which most definitely is my favorite out of these 3. Hello guys, and welcome back for a brand new review. If you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing and also giving me a like. It really help out the channel. In today's video guys, we're gonna have a look at another color combination which just dropped the other week for the 1906 range coming from New Balance. So let's go ahead and start with the box, which will come in one of their usual boxes in this dark gray colorway, which will have this New Balance logo and also the lettering in this whitish color here on top. So let's just go ahead and take them out. So in today's video guys, we're gonna have a look at this very nice colorway for this 1906 New Balance in the beige colorway. So as I said earlier guys, last week New Balance has dropped some new colorways for this 1906 range. The first one was that brown one, if I'm not mistaken, which I decided to just send it back, even though it started to grow on me. The colorways, they weren't that nice in the end, so I decided to take this slightly lighter one, which is called Beige. So this one dropped for the same retail price as the first one, which will be 150 pounds here in the UK, or around 160 US dollars. And for sure these 3 colorways which just dropped will bring some better materials comparing with the usual general releases, which will just have those synthetic overlays all around. So this one will also include some suede and nubuck as well, which for sure makes this one feel slightly a bit better. It's not going to be a much difference comparing with the normal releases, but I would say that this colorway it's one of my favorite releases for, I would say, the whole year if I'm not mistaken. This one looks and feels actually quite nice. And to be honest, this range alongside the 2002 are actually doing better and better with each release. It really feels that these ones are the public's favorites, as most of the times are actually sold out in just a couple of weeks. So with that out of the way guys, let's go ahead and also do a small breakdown of this new release. So as usual for this upper, we're gonna have a mix of a few materials. For this specific colorway, we're gonna have this open style mesh material in this off-white color, which will be present for most of this upper. And for sure this one looks quite nice. And on top we're gonna have a few other overlays. One of it will be this hairy suede in this green color, which will be present here on the medial side of the toe section, where we're also gonna have some perforation holes. And this one will also stretch slightly for this lower part of the lacing system. But then we're gonna have some nubuck material in this cream color, which will be underneath this green hairy suede, and this one will be present for most of this upper at the front of the toe box and on the medial side of the lower part of the lacing system. Then we're also gonna have this synthetic leather material in this green color, which will be present mostly here on the lateral side of the toe section. It will also be present here in the midfoot underneath these layers and also underneath this New Balance logo. We're also gonna have it on the medial side as well, and this material will be reflective. Then in the midfoot we're also gonna have this synthetic leather in this brownish color, which will be present on both medial and lateral side, which will also be the case for this N logo, which will be present here in the midfoot, and this one will make part of this N lock system. As in for the actual lacing system, we're gonna have some punch out holes and also this N lock system here in the midfoot. So this lacing system will keep in place these off-white flat laces, and underneath these laces we're gonna have a very well padded tongue in this off-white color, which as usual towards the top will have this synthetic leather material, which will have written the NB logo alongside the running. So going now towards the back of the shoe, just before the heel section, we're also gonna have pressed down the 1906 lettering, which is usual for this range. So that will actually take us here at the back, where covering the whole heel section we're gonna have this heel counter support made out of this TPU material, which will also reveal this off-white mesh underneath, which is looking quite nice. Then going inside of the shoe, for this one we're gonna have this off-white lining, which underneath will have a decent amount of padding, which for sure will keep your foot quite good in place. And also at the bottom we're gonna have this ortholite foam insole, which will have this New Balance lettering, the logo, and also 1906 and neutral caution imprinted here at the heel section. So now guys, we can go to this absorb midsole in this cream, brown and green colorway, which will have your normal standard pattern, nothing changed here. This one also have some slightly softer cushioning here at the heel section, but this is something regular for this range, alongside the 2002R and also the 860 V2, which will share the same platform. So now guys, we can finish with this rubber outsole in this black color, which will be an endurance one. So this one yet again will have the same pattern as any other releases for this range. So this one will include a lot of this foam being exposed in a lot of places, making this one a bit more flexible. As usual, here in the midfoot we're also gonna have this stability web clip, which will give it a bit of rigidity and support. And as usual, here at the heel section we're gonna have this New Balance lettering. As in for the actual sizing guys, for me, as I have skinny feet for this range, I'm always going with my true to size, and this one fits me just fine, and I will say that it's gonna be roughly the same for people with normal feet. But just in case you have wide feet guys, most definitely I would suggest you to go with at least a half size up, just to make sure that this front part of the shoe is not gonna be too tight for you. This one it's actually a bit pointy. So overall guys, this latest release coming from New Balance for this 1906, which for today we had it in this beige colorway, in my opinion it's looking quite nice. And as I said in my previous review for this range, it seems that they actually decided to bring some slightly better materials, at least for this front part of the shoe. As you might know, usually for this range we always get synthetic overlays all around. But for sure, by bringing just these slightly better materials for this front part of the shoe, for sure this one feels a bit nicer and I guess worth the money. So I would say that this one has a very nice construction and design. The colorway is actually quite nice. For sure the breathability will be quite good. And as this one will also sit on this absorb midsole, for sure this one is also quite comfortable as well. So most definitely guys, if you have the chance to go for this one, for sure I would recommend it. I really feel that this one is a very nice colorway for this fall. So yeah guys, this was my unboxing and reviewing of this latest color combination available for this New Balance 1906. I really hope you've enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to press the like button, maybe also subscribe to the channel. You can also give me a follow on Instagram and TikTok to see exactly what I'm gonna review in the next few days. Of course, if you want to have a look at any of my latest reviews, you can choose from any of the videos which you have now on the screen. And as always, I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching!